am done.
Diggity.
Hey.
Godfather.
Okay, so let's begin talking. So as producers, oh man, I wish I could get Kitty or Kwame Eugene in this convo, but I'll try and establish contact with them as well because they also producers.
Yeah.
So drum roll, since we are on you, let me begin. Okay, but I'm a beat god because I think I began with you. Yeah. So that beat god.
Yes, sir.
When musicians approach you to work with you,
yes, sir.
First off, do they sit in the studio to record with you? I mean, throughout the process, or you finish cooking the beat and you send it to them. Oh, Kiddy J, oh, Andy J, or beat B also. If you can write on it.
I think it differs. It differs because sometimes the artists will come with a vibe.
Okay.
You see, they'll come with their vibe and then you build a beat for them. Or sometimes they come and they tell you, oh, okay, how are you feeling today? Maybe you, the producer, show me something, and then they will jump on that. So it differs, you know. Yeah, some people ask for the beat, we send, and then they do something. Sometimes they send something, so we play too, and then we move.
Before you start working with an artist, what is the conversation? Any artist, when your boss
the price be so. I mean, the conversation be I start with boss. So yeah, boss, the price be so. That's the only conversation.
What does the price be so?
Like I'll give you your bill.
Okay. So let's say this song, the way the beats did, like it be 2K for everyone, but the way your beats be one there, it will be 4K. Yeah. Or is it standard?
I get some guitarists and some saxophonists with them can play for sort them all out. Right. So yeah, 4K is cool. You know.
So is it a standardized amount? Like Charlie, the thing there, the price where there will be 4K.
No, there's no such thing as standard price in Ghana for anything. I guess I think only petrol gets standard price. Yeah, but everything else you put your own for top, then see how it goes.
No, be so when you go to hotels, once it be 250, it be 250.
Also, I know crazy somewhere in the dollar.
Like
you know. There's somewhere in the dollar, you know. Dollar no cost rise. See the assistant.
Ephraim,
bravo.
Is it different from yours?
Okay, when I started, I really wasn't looking at the money, collecting the money as at then. You get what I mean? It was out of love and passion. You feel me? So it's just like me and the artist, we connect, we vibe, and then we're trying to make sure we put something out there that will get us all there, and then YDD. But on the long run, far, then Charlie.
Let's go.
Then the TSK.
Shout out to Episode. Episode says he's in tune. Yeah, man.
So you feel me?
Yeah.
So we all put energy into it. I put mine. They do their song. I mean, FR. Then Charlie. Then the TSK. It be so no.
Do you charge before you begin work or afterwards?
As I said, when I started, I wasn't more into the money. It was out of love and passion, and then the artists will connect with vibe. So let's put things out there. I mean, most of the artists I start working with, they don't get nothing. You get what I mean?
Brother.
Yeah, brother. I mean, it started like that, brother. You get what I mean? So it be like, now eye clear.
What is eye clear?
My eye top clear. It's but they do me. Cry. But now.
Sorry, bro.
Media, they've done that to me several times. You get what I mean? But now,
what were they doing to you?
I mean, you put in your hard work, the song hits, and then that's all. I mean, when it hits, see, although we didn't charge from the beginning, we didn't speak about money from the beginning. Morally, you should know, say, you.
With your light bill.
And you say, with your light bill, morally, you know, say, someone made this happen.
Yeah, let me explain how it
you get what I mean? Charlie is just see
the thing is like
maybe one artist I'll comment for this everywhere is Upanka. You get what I mean? I don't charge. I've never charged Upanka for any song I've produced.
Because I was about to ask you that
because I've been producing Upanka from that T all those things till date. I've never charged him, but my Upanka called Bosho Umbrasisia. He'll just go Wofi, maybe. Charlie, then I was at a studio and the 2005 for tour.
Oh wow.
The 1000 tour GC. Opanka can do a 500 crowd to me by Ebechim.
Wow.
You get what I mean? Morally, it is just nice knowing that you worked with this person and then this has come. So Charlie, take small. I mean, show love. That is it. You get what I mean? But you know, this part of the world where greediness is I mean, I don't know how to say the principle of the day, so the order of the day. You know, even where they know about publishing, they know about the PRS and all of that. But instead of them telling you or letting you know about it so you can sign up and then get some small royalties from there, they keep it to themselves.
Let me push you extra harder. Hold on. So, speaking of publishing and split sheet, do you sign split sheets?
I'll start. Why they laugh?
No. The way you say I start, it be like you be now where you start.
Right now before our eye clear. You get what I mean? Just some few days ago, I hit you up. I hit that big girl, say Charlie, publishing movement too. I get rep Cam Ghana, so Charlie.
Sure.
It be like people knew about all this.
Yeah, but didn't say.
I mean years ago. But they will not let you know. Senebea 100% beban in chance more kakrana ubenya. I don't know. I don't know what kind of witchcraft is that.
Hold on. Before I get to drum roll, forgive me if I'm spending too much time on the frame.
Spend too much time.
Recently, Marco Craig Kumante has Mallet worked on Sarkodie's last album. On the album, they produced a song that featured Donejo. Paddy and BS, right? We were here when Mark received some amount of cash, accrued from the small cash we come inside. You worked with Sarkodie on the Mary album, which I know Sarkodie doesn't take these things for fun. He doesn't joke with these kind of royalties and things that go along his hard work. Do you receive royalties for the job you did on the Mary album? Be very honest.
Anything.
Sorry?
I haven't received anything.
Why?
It's because I don't know about it. I didn't know about any publishing and all those things.
Were you paid to work on that album? Be very honest.
I'm going to be honest. I played the beat and then called him and was like, send it. I sent it to him. Just that morning, he just came to do it. So it wasn't like he came like, yo, I need the production done for me, this, then I charge. I sent the beat to him. So if he didn't pay, it's fine, but the royalties, I forget them.
Right. That's what I'm asking. Have you asked?
I think I'm not supposed to ask him for my royalties.
So
that's what I'm saying, say. I'm not trying to be biased here. He's a nice person. I think, say.
Super nice guy.
If he had let me know, say there is something called the split sheet, the publishing, this that I believe he has known this for years now. I shouldn't be asking him for royalty or asking anybody for. The publisher should be able to sort me on that level. Do you get what I mean? So my problem is not about the artist.
Did you see the cover art of the album?
No.
Hey.
No, I didn't see it. I heard my name wasn't on it.
It wasn't on it.
That was what I
heard. As
a
producer?
Yes. So I called Angelo.
Right.
Before, I mean, I had small issues with them.
Okay, so when you asked him that why was your name not mentioned, what did he say?
Oh, I mean, Sack called me, and then Charlie, we just trashed it out. It was an oversight, that kind of thing, like busy trying to drop the album and that kind of thing. So, I mean, we took it like that. Because I would say I didn't finish the song. I produced everything, but I didn't mix and master.
Oh, but still
you get what I mean? So, I don't know, but I'm just trying to believe that maybe because it finished from somewhere else.
Rod Temperton, when Michael Jackson was working on Thriller, Rod Temperton did about 90% of the job. At the end of the day, who was the credit given to? Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones.
Yeah, so in this part of the world, this is how it is. You get what I mean? So if I had known about this publishing thing and all these things are, I'm sure say by now I should get some fat money from.
I don't think it's late. I don't think it's late because
no, it's not late.
Me, for instance, I mean, as I said, it is for me. It is Sarkodie's best album so far, which I'm very sure people who really know music would always go in and purchase that album. It is never late, and I know Sark has a listening ear. Probably he's busy working, but try and work it out.
My publishers, we've signed. I've signed a publishing deal now, and I'm talking with Angelo to know the percentage for Kama side.
Right, thank you very much. I'll come back to you. Drum roll.
Yo.
Yes. You have been working with unfortunately I couldn't ask Ephraim and Beat God whether they've worked with international artists or artists outside Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Have you worked with Eshan?
Oh, the time I did you can chase me about.
No, but outside, who have you worked with?
Reggie Mboli, Stephanie Benson.
Okay.
Them the split sheet.
Because
They made you sign.
Huh?
You signed.
They give me money.
Was it before iClear or after?
No, it was before iClear. They make eye open. Especially Reggie Mboli.
Okay.
They make my eye open.
When you went to London?
Yes. You know, they paid for studio sessions. They paid me. If you check their album, the recent album, I did like 80% of the songs on them. They paid £400 each for all the songs.
For the songs?
Yeah. And I said that I'm taking 40% of the royalties.
That's
super.
nice.
That's super.
Stephanie Benson paid £400 for her songs. I'm currently working on an album. I've done some already that she's already released. And I'm taking 50%.
Charlie,
Super.
when I came to London, you were there. Can you come back, Kakra?
Charlie.
That time, no. Now I declare.
They're not clear yet.
I no clear yet.
Let me get to drum roll. So you've worked with all of these artists, especially outside Ghana.
I mean, I wouldn't say, these guys have worked with a lot of like local artists. Charlie, you guys were cool, for real, I swear. I mean, but the thing is me, I think I've always been very selective. Yeah, and the thing is me, I started off like a hip-hop background. It took a while before like I got into like, I'm like, yo, I have to start representing where I'm from as well. So yeah, make a style in Afrobeat and all of that. So then that came like way later. But yeah, definitely worked with a few. I even have an EP with I produced some stuff for Sway recently.
Sway?
Yeah. I think he released some visuals like yesterday. So I've worked with Ice Prince. Yeah, I mean, there's a few people for them. There's a few artists in the UK I've also worked with through Sway also. For the rest, it's it's just productions that are yet to be released, but then you just keep it on the low small. Yeah. So, but with Ephraim's whole iClear situation, I mean, the thing is, my own iClear early because I was fortunate to meet some very well-learned people who really understood how things were from the very beginning. So, after my very first two incidents. I learned real quick.
Okay, when you say incidents?
Yeah, like the reason we're here. Artists not wanting to pay, like not you know what he's saying. Like they're gonna tell you, oh Charlie, hey, you are the dopest, you are the this, but then people don't get that. They do that to, cover your eyes. Like he's saying. So the iClear thing he said is it should be a term.
Right.
They do that to like tell you you're the dopest, yo. The one that one of the top man, he told me, say, yo, yeah, I can't put the price on your talent. And he said, he said that because, he not see if he talks to Agu. And then I was like, for the first, for the first part, I was like, okay. For me, unfortunately, I can't name drop, but if you people really listen to my conversation sometimes, you go know the people say what they talk about. Yes, I don't want to name drop right now. I remember one of them, Charlie, I gave him some major songs on his project, and then the subsequent ones, I'm like, you know what, the ones we do, I'm not going to take money. I didn't even know about royalties and stuff then. I was like, the ones we've done, I'm not going to take money for it, but the subsequent ones, I'm going to take money for that. He's like, oh yeah, cool. And then I'm there, and then I see he's about to drop another project, and then I see a production. At least my name was there.
Right.
But I didn't even know what song that was, and I didn't even know how he had the beat.
Okay.
Because I think at the time when you go to the studios, like they used to have was it iTunes or something? If you
Right.
connect your phone to that and then you play it, it copies the file
The
onto
files,
the machine
okay.
before it plays it. So I'm there and I'm like, I have a production credit on the album. I don't even know about it. I don't even know if it's my beat. So first and foremost, let me hit him up. And back then, like, he was unreachable. So I hit up his manager. And I told his manager, okay, I've seen my production credit on this, but I don't even know if it's my beat first. So I want to confirm. So I confirmed it was mine. He played it because he was driving around. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's my beat. So then he was like, yeah, so what's up? I was like, yeah, so we're not discussing anything. And he's like, yeah, but why they talk to him? And I'm like, because I can't reach your man. So, and me and him are cool too. Like, the day we're going to show a video for his artist song, I was in the video, so I met him. So we are cool like that. So I just thought it was okay to just hit him up. And this guy was like, why am I talking to him? I'm like, you're his manager.
Did he say it angrily?
Did he say what?
Did he say it angrily?
He said it in this, like, I said, calm, but like, that's what I say, why am I calling him? So I'm like, yeah, like, like, I haven't heard anything.
Matter of fact, he's the best person to speak to.
Exactly, he is the person to speak to, but he made me sound like I was being unreasonable. So I was like, okay, but he's like, how did the beat get to L? I said, honestly, this is how the beat got to L. But let's not even talk about that. Right now, it's gone to L. He's recorded it. Oh, I haven't even said the
Well,
name.
you just mentioned it.
All right, the name is out. The name is out. All right, whatever, man. Charlie, what's done is done. So, yeah, so it was like, yo, okay, this is it. No problem. I'm going to try and reach him myself. And I did. And, yo, I don't want to go into details of how that conversation went, but being someone that I looked up to L, I looked up to a bunch of people in the Skillions, man, and L was like one of the people I looked up to the most because he was of how diverse he was. And I've always wanted to. I'm diverse in
Great
everything I
rapper,
do.
super producer.
Great rapper, great singer, everything. I'm always diverse in everything I do. So, and then I had like to have like your idol, someone you mentalize, like someone you like idolize, like speak to you the way he did. Yo, that day, like that was like a wake up call for me. I was like, nah, man. I remember like that day, my mom, I was like, I told my mom, like, yo, this is what's going on. My mom was like, Pa, my uncle. That was it.
Maninka.
What's my uncle? Like, because the way he spoke to me that day, Charlie, made me feel.
You mean the
like,
artist himself?
Yeah, I eventually got to him. I eventually got his number. I hit him up. Like, yo, like, Charlie, let's just talk. The way the conversation went in, like, hey, like, I did something wrong. Like, he even got mad at me, like, why did I even have to hit up his manager? Because we be boys. So, if anything, I should have come to him. I'm like, bro, I couldn't reach you. And Charlie, the way he make her feel, after that day, I was like, you know what, Charlie, this is how it is. And, yo, shout outs to Manifest, man. Look, Manifest was like, from day one, Manifest has been one of the realest people I've ever worked with. From the get-go, me, I was even on the like, I think I remember I was charged like 500 CDs for one of my first productions. That was like Bear on his project, and he was like, no, I linked up with the manager. So nah, 500, no.
Yes,
I doubled it. That's for each production. I got 5K from that project. What do you call it? Nowhere Cool.
Nowhere Cool, okay.
And for me, that was like mad.
You got
Because
5K?
Back then.
Yeah, back then. And from the get-go, like, he started pulling up split sheets, and I'm like, what is this? And then, well, he didn't tell me everything, but he told me some. So and the rest was all internet, Charlie. Let me try and understand. Over the years, and then, like, just recently, I started receiving, like, royalties. Like, I registered to PRS, like, about about a year ago. But before I registered with PRS, that's in the UK. I registered with a song publishing administration called Song Trust. I wanted to, Charlie. The music thing is deep in here. You have to, Charlie, if you don't have the right people and you don't do some research yourself, there's a lot you don't know. So they sort of stand in for you and make sure you get your royalties. And the people I work with, they are very hands-on. They contact me, they talk like, okay, so because these people have to know where your music is, where it's being played and all that. And in 2 years' time, I registered with these people, and then I started seeing money like last year. Oh no, this year. Charlie, some cool $400 or something. I didn't even know where that came from. So I went on their site and I checked, and that came from Tomorrow. Just Tomorrow. I mean, there's a bunch of songs that there's some small coins, but then I got a lot of money from Tomorrow. I'm like, what? yo, this thing, it works. Once you, Charlie, you know the people to talk to, and from Charlie, be good to your eye clear. Because if you don't talk,
Okay, so
Bra, I beg you. Let me say something. Like I see some 1 or 2 comments there. I don't want it to seem as if I'm hitting on SAC. SAC is not supposed to pay my royalties to me.
right.
Yeah, no, some comments.
Yeah,
Go on.
It's true.
That is
We
not
need
supposed
to
to
we
pay
need to make that clear.
my
He is not
royalties
supposed
to
to
me.
pay you.
Yes, he's not supposed to pay. Publishers are supposed to, but
Right.
I didn't know about
Right.
publishing.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So make a clear that.
Yeah. And I don't know why people always think, Charlie, it's not. What reason we get hate on these people? These are people we actually like, being like coming from being underground producers or whatever. These are people we looked up to and wanted to work with. You know how excited I'm sure each of them were when they met someone they wanted to work with. Why would they come up here and then just start like?
Bro, don't get it twisted.
Charlie.
They were excited to work with us.
No, that's the funny thing. No, for them, we are just.
No, yeah, that's
up
the
and coming.
thing.
They
I
don't
think
have anything. Charlie, we don't get anything as far as them.
Listen. You see, when you say that, you put it in the minds of the up and coming ones that they should feel excited when they're working for somebody. But listen,
don't get me wrong.
I don't want to get you wrong.
Listen.
I'm trying to get it right.
Every up and comer, when you're an up and comer, right, and you roll up to someone like a sack, Charlie, you're going to
get
blessing.
You're going to be excited. You're not going to think about pay. You're not going to think about all those things.
Excitement, being they make you forget some money.
Exactly. And then the thing
Forget
is,
excitement.
yes, but
Listen,
the thing
bro,
is, you
don't
can't
hit
help
on
it.
that side.
No, you can't help it too. That's what I'm trying to let you
Bro,
understand.
you can help it.
You can't. I'm telling you, unless
Bro,
see.
Okay,
unless-
I for instance, from
Bro.
the very, very go, I think I was fortunate to work with someone. There was this guy that I was running the studio with. His money matter. Yeah. No lie. You can be the president of Ghana. If you want to do a song, you have to
You have
pay.
to pay.
You understand? So from the very word go, for us, we don't care who you are.
Yeah.
The product is good.
Who are you talking about?
Who? Bombastic.
Who's your guy?
Yeah, my guy. You know, so we used to run the studio together that time, and Charlie, we would take the money.
Yeah, and it's
So
one thing-
every song that's out there that has beat God on it, Charlie, I Jim
Yeah.
Muscal.
So you had a studio. It's different when you have like a structure, like you have management, you have a studio, but it's another thing when you don't have none of those things.
Yeah.
I made all black in a corner of my living room, like so, with a desktop machine,
Yeah.
with an iPhone earpiece.
So does it mean you should be excited that you made
No,
that?
no,
No,
listen,
I think
listen.
there's this
This
whole
one,
thing
man.
where, you are young, you are now starting something, and then all of a
See,
sudden,
I understand that perfectly.
Yeah.
I have been through that. But I'm trying to say that shouldn't be it, because if it comes like that,
100%.
if it comes like that, the producers feel like, oh wait there, Charlie, hey, Obama be beaten now.
No, that is why we are here.
That's why we are
That's
here.
why we are here. Because
Will
I
it.
they put every underground like producer whatever in my shoes.
Will it?
So I start
Mistakes I have done. I am
Can we take it
urging
one at a time, please?
upcoming producers not to do that. The moment they get that excitement, they forget that they try to think that, hey, we be beat now hit, but they should consider making money than considering hit.
Of course. I mean, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Of course.
Because
You get what I mean? So
what I'm
should-
saying,
that excitement there.
yeah. So what I'm saying right now is putting them in my shoes. Like, so this is how I'm telling them my story.
yeah.
So this is me, Charlie. I'm a kid somewhere. I just come across FL Studio. I'm like, yo, this thing seems interesting. Like when I listen to music, I don't know when that happened. My friends realized that when I listen to music, I wasn't listening to the rapper. I was always listening to the stuff behind there. So my friends were like, yo, this thing you're doing is weird. Find a software and do something. So I find a software, I created. Next thing I know, I get better over time. There was nothing in my plan like I wanted to be a big time producer, nothing. And I think that's one of the things I'm most proud of about myself. There are people asking me to go for interviews, even when I was a young producer, and I was like, no, I'm not ready. Like, what do I need that for? It just came when it happened. I wasn't looking for a SAC or an EL, nothing. It just happened. So for me, I was excited because, I wasn't even expecting this to happen. Like, I didn't even expect none of these big people to even think I was any good. So for me, it took someone like them for me to be like, oh, okay, maybe I am good. But then it got to a point I realized that, nah, bro, you didn't need them to tell you that. You got good on your own. Like, your hard work, you not sleeping, your mom in your ear, pakwado, and all of that to get to this point. So when it got to that point, I'm like, nah, at this point, I'm going to start working for myself. I'm going to put out music I want to put out, work with people I want to work with that actually respect me for what I do. And that's where I am now. That's why you're not gonna find me in a bunch of recent like catalogs anymore, because I don't work with just anybody anymore. Now I work for myself now. If you come, you talk right, and everything is good, Charlie, let's go.
What do you say when you call me and you talk right? What does that mean? Are you talking about money?
I'm talking about money, publishing, and even just human relation, like you were saying, like with Opanka. That thing is nice. See, I would have been cool if you came and you're not paying me for anything. You'll be like, yo, look, I have a studio. Like, just come and work. Like, just, and you know, it's cool. I wouldn't even charge you for anything. Like, let me do my work. If anything, if work comes in, I'll even give you a cut. And I do that. When someone brings me work, I always make sure, Charlie, I just go find some small percentage. Charlie, you brought in this work. Like, take this for me. And another thing, like Manifest, whenever Manifest goes anywhere, he would mention my name, tell someone, like, and he introduced Sway to me, like, and then me and Sway started doing a bunch of stuff on the side. And Sway also brought me some other business outside.
Right.
And that's when I realized, like, yo, it's not just producing for artists anymore. It's about good relationships.
You know what I mean?
Like, because once you meet the right people, and these people, like, teach you about the right things, how the music is supposed to go and all of that, you realize, Charlie, you know they need an artist. So every underground producer out there, artist, everything, you for know, like, all you need is yourself and to just keep getting better. Once you keep getting better, the success, they will come. So, Charlie.
Okay, so how does it feel working for, let me get back to you, Big God.
Yes, sir.
Working for big artists. Before you tell me about that, you've been working for young artists. Artists who were or are relatively new. So when you began, you were working with Kiddy. You were working with Kel Songs, Creamy. Fortunately for you, you gave them, I wouldn't say, okay, so vice versa. They gave you, or you gave them hits. Trumpet was
We made hits together.
Exactly. Big Trumpet was a good hit.
Yes, sir.
Adia Pena was super.
Thank you.
Dede, amazing. All of these, were they paying you?
Yes, sir.
I'm asking because they were younger. Did they have enough money
Okay,
to
all
pay?
these guys were on labels, and that's where I choose to attack my business from. I have a space for whoever wants to come and work. Like, oh, Charlie, I'm a young artist. I don't have management, this and that. I don't have this. Yeah, I understand that. And we have an arrangement for that. But I choose to work mainly with artists that have labels because I will deal with their label and not the artist.
Okay.
You know, when I'm dealing with Kiddy, I deal with Kiddy on a creative level. Me and Kiddy don't get money talk or any kind of talk apart from the creativity.
Right.
Oh, the guitars, the voice, the drums. Oh, change this, change that. That's me and Kiddy. When me and Richie link, now that's a different thing.
Okay.
When me and Kewa link, that's a different thing for the highly spiritual boys. Creamy, Drew, me and Kewa, we have our arrangement. You understand? And so on and so forth.
He's listening anyway.
Oh, yeah. So, that's my dad, though. Papa.
Respect.
Yeah, respect. So, me and Kewa, we have our arrangement from day one. Kewa has been passing me a lot of jobs.
Well, he introduced you.
Yeah, he introduced me to the game generally because Adia Pena was supposed to be Kewa's production. And he passed me the production. And then here we are today. So, and even that, I got paid and I still signed my splits 50-50. So,
Wow.
yeah.
I see.
It's all good.
Okay, back to you, Ephraim.
Yes, sir.
Not long ago, you were on social media ranting that some people were owing you. In fact, you even went ahead to mention names. But before I get to you, let's get on the phone and speak with producer MOG. MOG is on the line. MOG, good morning and many thanks for your time. How be?
Good morning, boss. I'm good, boss.
So, of all the monies you are taking, won't you give me my percentage?
Oh, very soon. I will come to you very, very soon.
Hey, MOG, remember where you started though? It be me,
Oh, yeah, I remember, pa.
It be me teach you small. It be me teach you small.
It is so, boss. It is so.
Anyway, okay. So I understand you are outside and you are busy working. And you are out of town.
Yeah.
Okay. So this morning, forgive me. I don't know if you've been listening from the beginning, or because your head is buried inside your work, and so you've been busy. But we're having a discussion on musicians and how they don't even pay music producers. Not long ago, it was between you and Shatawale. going back and forth. Before I even move on, so this you and Shatta back and forth on social media, was it a plan or it was real?
Oh, it wasn't a plan. It was very real. Very real.
Okay, so working with a big artist, you've worked with big artists. You worked for Sarkodie, you worked for Shatta Wale. I think Shatta Wale quite a Wonder Boy album. You produced the whole album, eh?
Yeah, almost like 90%. Yeah.
Okay, so if a big artist comes to you to tell you that, you know, say you dey play beat, where me I want make you produce song for me. So you go sign split sheet or you make I pay you your money. In this case, are you taking money or because he's a bigger artist, you feel privileged working for him?
Okay. Sometimes when the artist negotiate with you, it's like, oh, I think this money you are charging me, dear, it does too much. So you just, okay, fine. Let's, for example, I charge the artist 10,000 for one beat. It's like, Joe, 10,000. Oh, I really can't pay 10,000. Don't worry, yeah. I'll give you 2,000 to this, and let us split. Let's make a split sheet of, let's say, 50%. You take 50, I'll take 50. So, but in Shatta Wale's case, one, the money didn't come. Two, he actually took 100% right to the publishing deal, the split sheet for Rain album. So it's like, I'm not even getting anything at all. So that is the main issue, the main problem.
Did you charge him?
Oh yeah, I did. He
For
called me, he asked me to tell him, he said, oh, don't be shy, just tell me, how much do you charge? I told him back then.
okay, and did he come to your studio or you sent the beats to him to record? And
Oh no, I used to go to his place. He never came to my studio. Not even once.
okay, so why were you doing all that knowing that he had not paid you per a song?
For example, this guy, everybody knows he's rich. He even says he's the richest artist. And if he's telling you, say, I don't know, why? You are the fear me, they owe me, shut up. Me, I will give you money. The money they did. Are you trying to insult me that I don't have money? Relax. I will give you. If it sounds like that, you are going to be like, it sounds convincing. It's like, yeah, money is coming, of course. So let me just relax. Don't let me get this guy paid because he said he's going to pay me. Yes, let me just relax and stuff like that. But yeah.
Emoji, I'm gonna push you much further.
All right.
Because before the Wonder Boy album, you had already worked with Shatta.
It's not the Wonder Boy, it's the Rain album.
The Rain album.
Yeah.
Yes, so you had worked. Now, even on the Wonder Boy album, you produced songs on it, right?
Yeah, he actually took some beats from his archives without my permission and he just used it for the Wonder Boy album. I tried reaching him for that as well. Disaster, complete disaster.
Hey, what are you talking about?
I am telling you, one of the beats I sent way back, like 2017, early 2018. He just took one of those beats, recorded on it. I am telling you, I didn't even know. I just heard the album like that. I was like, I'm on the album. After all is going on, like I'm still on this. Like what? I've not even gotten the money for the last one. This guy is still using my beats left on his laptop. Like what is going on here? I tried reaching out and stuff. No avail. Nothing.
Is he the only artist who has done this to you, or you've given out free beats to most of the producers?
No, this is the only artist actually.
Hey, so no artist has used your beat freely. Is that what you're saying?
Even if, let's say back in the days, let's say way back when I was coming up, even if they used the beat freely, they still come up with split sheet and like, okay, yeah, we are giving you 40, we are taking 60. At least when the reality time comes, I still get something, no matter what. Like, and this is actually for life. But when it comes to this real album and Shatta Wale's issue, with the money, the reality is nothing.
Well, I'm very sure when you reach out to him to settle, especially when it comes to the publishing deal, you guys will come to an amicable solution. I don't want this to escalate or get to a different level, because you were a fine producer. Shatta is a fine talent. I don't see the reason this must even be a problem.
Even the guys taking my royalties for me. I mean the publishing rights society that are taking my royalties for me. They're actually like having issues with Shatta concerning his licensing works that are not solely his works, like collaborations and stuff. So they are even having issues with Shatta already.
With that one, well, I don't know about it. If only you give me the chance, I may get or investigate or get much more into it. But before that, if you are saying that your works are registered, then it's not in your place to even chase royalties. Don't you know that?
Okay, so some artists actually take when you produce a song for them, instead of on the split sheet, they can give you a split sheet, give you a percentage which they would like to give you. Yeah, excluding the production fee, excluding that. This time around, I didn't even get a split sheet. And wherever I went to go and register the song, it didn't even put my name on there. So, my publishing company was like, we need to change it. Oh, they changed it for a very long time. It was disaster. Complete. Because that was how he registered the songs. Solely in his name. He said he mixed and mastered it, put his name on the production side too.
Emoji, so in a case where an artist comes to you to work, after signing a split sheet, do you still get paid? Do you still collect money?
Yeah, of course.
Or after signing a split sheet, you take money?
Of course, I take money. There are some artists that are as young as me. These are not like this King Sack, Samini, or no. Like there are some artists that are young as me. Some are even younger than me. So like they'll just come like emoji, say he had give me to the money here. We no go fee pay that money. But with the split sheet there, we in fact I will even allow you to even enjoy more of the royalties than me. Can we strike the deal? I'm like, oh really? No problem. No problem. I understand. The money matters there. It's very difficult right now. No problem. Yeah, that's a deal. But when it comes to this big artist, I can take money, production fee, and still get royalties at the same time. Yeah, they are that rich. They have money. So that one, I have no problem.
So, you've mentioned some names. Are some artists, big artists, still owing you?
Oh, no. Don't shut up.
But you cry, why? It's like you.
Oh, because if big artists were owing me, I think when the Shatawale issue escalated, I mean that was the perfect time to actually speak out and be like, oh, this guy is owing me, this guy is owing me, you two you are owing me, come and pay. I can't really mention. I can't even be thankful enough for big artists that actually paid for their works. I am so grateful. I'm not going to lie. If I start to mention names, it will be too much. It is going to take like almost the whole day. I'm really anywhere they are right now. I know they are hearing me, but I'm really thankful.
I see. Well, Emoji. Well, thank you very much. I won't take too much of your time. Right. I think I would need you in the studio to have a one-on-one interview. People need to get to know you much more better, and so we can take it from there. I'm waiting for you to get out from that production. When you come, you come visit me, and this time we are not sitting at the reception. I'm bringing you to the studio.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much for talking to us, Emoji.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Welcome.
Right.
Welcome.
Right. So that was Emoji. Ria, please come in then, Mr. Logic.
Yes. I must say I'm very excited to see faces behind some of the hit music that we've been hearing, and thank you for your music anyway. But Andy, the issue is that in this part of the world, okay, creatives are already marginalized in the society. So when you're doing something or you're putting out your work, most of the time it's out of passion, because there's already voices in your ear telling you should have done something better. You could have been a doctor, you could have been a lawyer, and all those things. So I sort of understand when they say they did it at first out of passion. Okay, but I must say I'm quite disappointed in some of these artists who knew about these royalty situations and didn't tell you about it. Because, I mean, we are all in this studio. We hear when artists come and, are very vocal and speak bitterly about how they are not getting enough royalties, they are not getting enough, money out of their work. And then you go back and your fellow creative, you are not even able to educate the person about the fact that, you can use what's the name of the sheet again? Split sheet.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can use a split sheet and you'll be able to get, it's your intellectual property. So you'll be able to get money out of this. If it's played a number of times or any moment this thing is played, you're going to be able to get, some kind of money through from it. So I think I'm glad I clear. Yes, I'm glad I clear. And now you are going to be able to make some money, more money, apart from the production, bills that these artists pay. You're going to be able to, and I hope that you're also going to be a very good influence to these up and coming, producers, and kind of pop sense into their head and mentor them. So they are, as you were saying, they are not overwhelmed about the fact. If you're giving out good music, you shouldn't be overwhelmed. You know the kind of material you're giving. You shouldn't be overwhelmed about the fact that Kinsak, Ed Sheeran, or anybody is coming for. When you go to other parts of the world, let's say America, people actually beg to work with some, producers because of the kind of the quality, and they even go to studios and pay for, let's say, 1 hour. If after 1 hour you do not bring out good music, they don't care.
It's done.
They are gone.
Yeah.
So I think we have to structure some of these things very well, and then now you're making money, so praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Well, before Mr. Logistics, let me tell you about an ultra-modern and well-equipped alternative healthcare facility. I'm talking about HS Medical Center. When we talk about STIs, sexually transmitted infections,
Like
the one you get some time ago. No?
me.
You know, get some before.
I'm a virgin.
But who says, Ephraim, you are a virgin?
Yes.
So what happened to your sweet daughter?
My daughter. She's my daughter.
How did you get her?
But I'm a virgin. God blessed me with her.
Amen. Urine investigations, full blood counts, sickling statuses. Pick up a free folder, get a free consultation, then enjoy our package for partners in the month of February and pay only 250 Ghana cedis. For the laboratory investigation and interpretations, we are specialized in the treatment of chronic kidney diseases, urinary tract infections, popularly known as UTIs. A lot of people get it. A lot of people. I remember at one time I used to go to some place. I used to work at some place.
So,
Charlie, each time I sat on their water closet, I came home with an infection. It was crazy. It was crazy.
no infection there.
Charlie, it was crazy. It's and you may not even know how you contract it.
Yeah.
So when it comes to urinary tract infections, remember the other time I talked about swimming in some jacuzzi,
Yeah.
I went to swim somewhere and I came home with some bad
From this thing.
and it's not good.
Not good at all.
Contact HS Medical Center. Call them on 0243 768216, 0243 768216, or 0265 174070. You can locate them at Kaneshi Metro Mass Bus Station. Well, 250 Ghana cedis is not only for you, it's for you and your partner. Now, the Ayawaso Central Municipal Health Directorate wishes to inform the general public, especially persons in the Ayawaso Central Municipality, of the rollout of the first phase of COVID-19 vaccination. Well, it began yesterday and it's on till 11th March 2021. Have you guys had your COVID shots yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Now, the vaccination will cover the following categories of persons. 1, frontline health workers. 2, teachers in public and private facilities, 50 years and above. 3, persons with underlying health conditions. 4, persons 60 and above. 5, frontline security personnel. And 6, frontline members of the executive, legislature, and judiciary. So I'm going to have my my shot taken today. Mr. Logic.
Andy.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Interesting conversation. On my way, I was listening to the various producers speak. And of course, we can understand some of the problems that they go through. So yes, it's appreciated. But I think we still need to get some education on this whole split sheet and producers percentage. It's very important. Because from a publisher's point of view, I mean, I understand where you guys said I didn't know. Of course, if you don't know now, you know, so you can work on it. But then the blame shouldn't be on the artists, because you know we've got different category of artists. Those who are signed on official labels and those who are indie. And we also have emerging up and coming artists who don't also have publishers. Their works are new, they are just coming. So you have category of artists you deal with on a regular basis as producers. But then professionally, for the ones that are big, like the big names that you know, a split sheet, there is no way a producer gets 50%. I heard someone said 80, someone said 40 and 50. I just want to break it down. Your percentage on a split sheet is based on how much you were given upfront. So Andy asks, is there a standard fee for production? You said no, there is no standard fee. Of course, in Ghana, we don't have standard fees. But when you go overseas, they have work per hours. So if you book 3 hours and it's $50 per hour, it's $150 for 3 hours. So you make sure you work within that 3 hours. So I have paid you $150. For instance, you charge like, okay, for you can say I charge $2,000 for production. I have a right to bargain. Charlie, I cannot pay you. Can we talk? Okay, I'll give you $1,000. Now, when I give you $1,000, it's an upfront payment, legal upfront payment for your work. Then, because there are two rights involved in music, which is recording right and then composition right. So you, the producer, you have the sound right, like sound recording right. That's for your work that you've put, that the creativity you've put in. But I've given you an upfront payment for your work. Now, a standard percentage for producers is between 15 to 10%. Negotiable. So for instance, if 3 of you works on one production, it's 30%. If 3 producers, because you know overseas, they do sessions. They normally don't do one producer. So you have guitarists, keyboardists, these guys all come together. Then you have one person who's the engineer who puts the work together. So it's a live. So for instance, a production that, let's say, Ephraim alone worked on, like you did the whole work. Then you can say, okay, I will take 20% because I did everything. I played the guitar, I played the bass, you did all the work. Then you have a right to 20% or a 30%, which is also negotiable. So Ephraim, I gave you an upfront of 2,000 Ghana cedis. 30 is too much. I'll give you 20. Then we understand. So let's get it right that the split sheet never goes beyond a 40%. A 30%. When it gets to 50%, it's when the artist paid nothing at all.
Right.
He paid totally nothing, but did a bargain. That look, on my split sheet, I give you 50. You take 50 because the two rights, I gave you no upfront. I paid nothing, so you have 50%.
No matter what.
No matter how much he makes, that's when nothing is paid. But once a fee was given to you, even if it's 20 Ghana cedis, yes, because of I'm coming to MOD. If it's even 20 Ghana cedis that was given you, and you did not make sure that the conversation was surrounding a fee, and you say, oh, he gave me 100 Ghana. The artist can defend that I gave you money. Even if it's 5 cedis, he gave you took it. So you as a producer, I'm happy that now you guys are privy to this.
I clear.
The word I clear. I'm happy that you guys, I mean, like Ephraim said that now he knows. You are working with PRS, which they do your collections for you. Very important. So, Andy, because this education is going out there.
Right.
Now the producers will start, hey, Charlie, I want 50%. That's why I want to clear that part. If it's 3 producers, 10%.
Anyway, the Stephanie Benson's the song that I had 50%.
Yes.
I helped in writing the song.
Thank you. That's how come. So I was going to come to that because I heard you saying that they gave you. How possible a producer gets 50%? It's not possible. So it's good you said that because the composition right, you are part of it. So if I come to your studio, for instance, and I even contribute to a melody of your production, it causes a deduction on your fee as a producer. But normally we go to studios. Some production experts, they even contribute to how you play the bass line. Some even brings the kicks, play them like that, and the producers put it in, and they just walk and go.
Right.
Professionally, we are supposed to put that in the split sheet.
Right.
You understand?
Whatever
I contribute. So please, I understand how you guys are taking it, but I want to speak for both the artist and the producer because the pressure out there is high, and I know the big names that you guys work for. Most big names, for instance, from like you said, when a young producer is coming up, Andy, it's a privilege to have a sack or a stone ball, a shutter on your song, on your beat. Jamaicans, that's what they do the beat and they start looking for the big move out. They send it to them because once they jump on your beat, automatically you are viral. So that one, I don't want us to discourage that part because you know that that is the beginning or the starting point.
I am actually not discouraging them.
No, I'm not saying you said that. But when you say that, they should set their mind always on the money from the beginning. You know, you started from somewhere.
I started from somewhere. And I'm just trying to urge upcoming producers not to make the same mistake.
No, of course. That's a good advice. But I'm saying
just telling them that if you see an artist, a big artist, and you're excited, let it be within you.
Yeah, you don't have to show it.
Make sure
be professional.
Even you see sometimes upcoming producers, they see artists and they give the beat and they can't even charge.
You see
anything. So
that was the thing I was saying.
I'm just trying to let them know that make sure you go on the split sheet thing.
It's a good alert. Okay, you see, right now we are talking publishing. Then whether it's a young producer or a big producer, once you're a producer and a big act want to jump on your beat, and he has no intention paying you, you can request, oh boss, can we have a split sheet?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so please, we are continuing tomorrow. I hope I get your attention tomorrow again.
For you.
Okay, so tomorrow.
Split sheet too before we come on.
Yeah. That's a good thing. Tomorrow, I want us to look at the education. What at all is a split sheet? Who qualifies to own or have a split sheet? Is it something you can easily write or go to a printing press and let them print?
Oh, you can.
Is it something you go on the internet and get it? Is it something you must be part of a publishing or be acquired or be attached to a publishing deal before you have it? That's number one. Number two, tomorrow let's expand the conversation. Well, let me say good morning to Kewa, Beat Menace. Which other producers listening? I've seen quite a number of producers.
Even the ones that are not listening, respect to them. They are doing a great job, man.
Honestly, respect to every producer in Ghana. It's not easy being a producer in this country.
Let me read a few comments and then we wrap up and continue tomorrow. Oji Wangana says, please, I want you to ask Mr. Logic why he was greeting the gay community this morning in his car. Hey, Logic will kill us, but
those guys, they are sick.
Hi, Claire.
The problem is, I asked them, no, come on, please. When I say something, you need to understand why I said that. I asked the question that already people are practicing gayism in their rooms, and sex, we all know, is a private affair. You can't have sex in public. So these guys are having sex already in their rooms, and nobody is arresting them. Police won't arrest you for dressing like a female if you're a male. But then what the right they are asking for, what do they want the right for? To do what?
So you are greeting them.
So I greeted them and said, look, your leadership is really not doing well for you guys. Because you guys don't know that you already have a right of practice. You are practicing already.
Okay, well,
so what do you want a right to do? To have sex on the road or what?
Right. Pandora Services, and which Kumasi person has talked good about swimming before? Anyway, hello to Ria Baby. Please, I want to say most big artists they like to abuse their role as celebrities as they cheat not on producers, but photographers and others who work for them. You need to invite them. It says you didn't charge Sarkodie for the beats, but you want royalties. Okay. Neil the live wire says, Andy, I'm quietly soaking experience from music producers regarding falls with music production in Ghana, and well, majority of our musicians are stingy. But anyway, MOG and King of Accra, them are eye clear. Money chasing has started. We move. All right. Time won't permit us to continue. We have to leave. Special thanks to you and to you for coming. That beat God.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for coming. And special thanks to you, Ephraim. Special thanks to Drum Roll.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Logic and Ria. Same time tomorrow we shall continue with our conversation. God bless you all. And many thanks for your time. Is that what?
No, not you.
Private conversation.
Me too, I do commercial.
They do commercials. They do commercials. And these musicians are doing so well. What happened?
Beat God way like I won't give him fire this morning. Wow.
What I do?
Okay,
Give me.
Give him fire before I left.
Give me.
Oh, beat God.
No.
Fifi, hold on. Fifi Coleman sent a message that he says I should tell you he wants beat.
He wants beat.
No split sheet.
Live back.
So let's say a big thank you to Vodafone. Special thanks to Vodafone for bringing us Special thanks to Vodafone for bringing us the showbiz review. Mr. Logic, please, we are still on air. Special thanks to TriSteel Roofing Company Limited and to Franco Trading Enterprise. DJ Black is ready with Music Box. Thank you all very much. Tomorrow we will continue with more.
This is Hitz.